Welcome to Evilive, the live media commentary show that answers the question, is the devil to pay? Subscribe if you're new to the channel, because today we are reviewing What We Do in the Shadows, Season 4, Episode 9, Freaky Freddy. I renamed it. It's just Freddy.
Yeah, it's just Freddy. But Freaky Freddy works.
It's pretty goddamn freaky. Like my initial thoughts were that it forced me to consider hooking up with myself, and I don't like where it went in my head.
Well, it's especially scary because it depends on what kind of yourself it is. Like if it's a clone, you can't touch each other's wings because you'll explode. If you've ever watched the Man Show, it explains that.
Of course.
So it makes me wonder, even though they're not clones, they're the same person, would one of them still explode, or would they both explode? And not in a sexual way. I'm talking in a literal exploding body. Like,
right.
Yeah.
I think because one was Marwa, so it was really a different entity brought back to life, and then wished into Freddy, I think they might be good. Like, I think that's a loophole. If you were dead, brought back to life as a different entity, and then wished over to the clone. Or maybe it's like a delayed blast. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
Anyway, what was your initial thoughts?
Fucking poor Guillermo. Jesus Christ. This guy cannot catch a fucking break.
I feel so sorry for him all the time.
And it was so hard too, because it's like it's a fucking joke. It's a comedy. It's funny. But when you consider it, it's like nothing about this episode was funny. It was so fucking depressing if you looked at it from Guillermo's point of view. Like, he had his heart ripped out of his asshole and then shat upon.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gross. That's a gross analogy.
I mean, it's apt.
Lots
yeah,
of fecal
exactly.
analogies.
That's how rough it was.
Yeah, and I loved him confronting Nandor about it and just really letting Nandor know how he truly felt in that moment. And then Nandor's like, I probably made a mistake. Maybe not.
But probably
maybe.
not. Yeah.
Like, it was just, he almost broke through the vampire facade. Facade. The vampire facade. I'm talking like the fucking Count. So this was directed by DJ Stipson, written by Jake Bender and Zach Dunn, and it premiered August 30th. Let's talk about this episode, because there's a lot of weird stuff.
There's a lot in this fucking episode. So of course starts off at the nightclub where Baby Colin, well, I guess Laszlo, not Baby Colin, because Baby Colin didn't give a fuck. He's renegotiating the contract because they're just bringing everybody in. The club's a hit because of him, and Laszlo wants some money out of it. And of course, Nadja, as per Nadja, is like, "No, fuck you. I'll replace you. Get the fuck out." Which that becomes fun. Yeah, and then he fucks right off and is like, "Whatever. I'm taking him somewhere else then."
Yeah, go on the road, the Greyhound.
Yeah. I mean, that's some high class traveling right there, buddy.
I love the reference to Almost Famous in it.
Yeah.
So good. So I made the mistake of having this be the episode that my daughter sat down and watched with us. And then the clown shows up. He's not a traditional clown, but he's in the circus. Yeah. And we're like, oh, it's going to be a circus body manipulation. And then he starts sucking himself off. I was like, maybe you shouldn't be in here, Erica. And she's just like,
funny. Oh God, this episode, that's so great that this is where you had her watch instead of having her start with season 2, episode 5. Like that's what I tell everybody. Like, look, if you aren't sure about the show, watch that episode. If you don't like it, kill yourself, because life's just miserable. If you like it, then you're normal. Go ahead and start from the beginning.
Yeah, that's a good. I should have done that. Not this. It was really, I was like sweating hot in there. I was like, I don't know how, she's not moving. She's just like taking it in. I was just like, fuck me. Oh, God damn it.
God,
I'm the worst parent ever.
Well, it's just great because it's like, that's like the epitome of the best it's going to get for Nadja when she's looking for replacement acts, because she thinks it's going to be a piece of cake. And yeah, she gets the dude from SNL, or not SNL, Mad TV, and hey, that's the longest I've lasted.
20
All
seconds.
right, bye.
20 seconds. I just could not believe, like, as soon as they blurted out, I was like, ooh, what's happening? And then it took me like a 2 count in my head to really understand he's not just like being limber. Like,
Yep.
he's sucking himself off in front of my daughter. Okay, this is a new reality I have to live in now. This is my life.
Oh God.
So that's my family. Yeah, so the replacement clearly did not go well, and she just could not find one. I did love when Laszlo goes into the hotel and Colin grew to his like pubescent face, and everything was super tiny. He's like, "How are you doing? How are you feeling?"
I know, and Colin's just walking around like it isn't anything, and then it's not until his performance that he's like, "I hate you guys."
That's not Colin. Yeah, I love that so much. I might have to adjust my I gotta adjust my rating because, quite frankly, this was a magnificent episode.
Yeah, I feel like it's just the finale, like the end of the show, that kind of puts you off, and apparently your daughter watching fucking Stewart suck himself off in some clown makeup
Definitely put me off. 100%. I'm still reeling. I can't look my daughter in the eye anymore.
Oh, that's fair.
It's affected me deeply.
That's fair.
So then we get Freddy showing up early to Guillermo's house, and Guillermo's been lying to him the whole time, of course. He's like, I work for the UN, and then he's like trying to explain away Nandor's vampiric existence and behavior. And Nandor, just with a couple little cues of like friendship or I don't know, connection with the Turkish tapestry, like he immediately falls for Freddy. He gives him his business card. Look, if you ever want to do this, whatever. He does a stupid Roomba joke. And in my head, I was like, Guillermo, you can do better. Like, you can do better than that guy. Like, straight up. Maybe he's magnificent in bed. I don't know. But I just, like, being a fan of 4 seasons of Guillermo, he's not a bad-looking dude. Like, I really think he could do better.
Yeah, I agree completely.
I don't get it. It bugs me. I want him to like find some sort of connection with someone, you know? Like he's just so alone all the time. It kind of just like I ache for him.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and that's the hard part about this episode too, because you know, he's going through the house, he's cleaning up, he's explaining what's going on, he's explaining the connection, and just like you can see it in his eyes just how giddy he is. Because I mean, he found like he can finally be himself, 1, and 2, he found somebody that loves him for him, and like he's excited. He's finally gonna actually see him in person, and then you know Nandor shits the bed on it.
Wow, and how big of a deuce did that dude drop? That was like an Amber Heard-sized deuce on the bed.
Yeah,
just like straight up copied his boyfriend. Who the fuck does that? That's so fucked up. And he's like laying there tickling his nipple with a feather. Oh my God,
that was so good. What are you doing? What do you mean? What am I doing? Like it's no big deal.
This is my Freddy, not your Freddy. It's like, what?
And then when they freak out, that was the best part. Well, and so of course it's dragging on before that. Like there's the
that night out.
Guillermo and Freddie out having a wonderful time exploring New York City, and Guillermo's just like, I've lived here for so long, I've never experienced this. It's like a new world, but it's just so weird because I feel like everywhere I turn, I'm seeing Nandor. And then they go off screen, and then Nandor and other Freddy come skipping up all happy and shit. And it's like, God, what a dickhead.
It's just so good. I did love that. Like when they saw each other. That was the best. Like, how would you react? I was like sitting there going, wait a second, what would I do? Like, what do you think you would do if you saw yourself?
I have no fucking clue, to be perfectly honest. Like, I want to say it'd be something funny like that, or immediately punching him in the face, but I don't know. I really don't know what I would do.
It would be so weird. It's just like one of those like weird mirror moments. You're like trying to see if it's a reflection or some sort of like trickery.
Yeah.
And as soon as you realize it's really you, you're just like, Oh, is that what I really look like? Oh,
damn,
God,
I look
damn
good.
I would be like, you're fucking losing your hair in the back there. You're receding really far. You should probably pluck your nose hairs more often. Like, fuck me. Yeah, no, I'd be way too critical. I would destroy my fucking ego in the process. And then now he has 2 wishes. We don't even resolve the issue.
I know.
Wishes issue.
Yeah.
Drove me nuts. I was like, God damn it, you have 2 more. Wish him back or something. Like, give your boy, like, back his fucking life and his love. And he didn't even do it.
Right.
Dick. Fucking Nandor.
So fucked up.
God
And
damn.
it's funny too, because you think, oh, okay, Nandor's feeling some tiny little semblance of remorse. He's gonna change Marwa back and let Marwa exist. Nope. He gives Freddie Marwa some luggage and a ticket and some money, and it's like, fuck off. So last we see Freddie Marwa, she's hopping on the subway and fucking off into the sunset.
It's so weird because Freddie and Freddy were getting along so famously because they were just they're the same person, the same personality, same everything. Telling the same jokes back and forth to each other, replying the same ways.
And then Nandor had to hypnotize them to make them not freak out over it.
So what I was thinking was a little bit strange was that Nandor made a wish to have Marwa like everything that he likes, and it ended up tearing the relationship apart. Freddie finds someone who likes exactly what he likes in himself, and they go off famously. So what is it about that's poisonous about Nandor's personality that he hates himself in some way, that he can't stand to be with someone who loves him? Like, do you think if Marwa looked exactly like Nandor, he would have liked her better?
I don't know. Maybe.
Am I looking way too
definitely not plastic surgery, Nandor.
That was so good. I did this for Marwa.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so
Who are you? I'm Nandor. Fuck the fuck you are.
I don't know what I gave that fucking episode rating, but I should have just upped it a couple eyes, because just reflecting back on it, it's so, this whole season has been so good.
It has. And the funny thing is too, some of it's been in retrospect.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm like shooting my soda or water out of my nose when I'm watching these episodes. But this one, it's been a little bit more subtle comedy, which is fucking weird. But then you think about it, it's like, God, that was hilarious.
Yeah. Ugh.
But yeah, so of course, then it ends with Guillermo deciding, I'm going to fucking London. I'm going to go see Freddie. I'm going to surprise him like he surprised me. And then that's where we get the reveal of Freddie Marwa decided to go to London and meet up with Freddie, and now they're a thing. And that was just, it was so funny, but at the same time, like, you're seeing this from a point of view of Guillermo, like he's walking around with his phone, and that's how we're getting this shot. And you just see the look on his face as he's leaving, and it's just like, oh, that poor kid had his heart broke again. What the fuck?
Yep, home and abroad. I feel so goddamn sorry for him. And even, we've already seen the latest episode, the finale, and we're gonna review that after this. But knowing where it goes and everything, I still feel terrible. Like, I honestly thought after this show ended, I was like, wait a minute. If Guillermo likes the same things that Nandor likes, are they going to finally hook up? Like, is that going to happen? So that's what I was thinking for the finale.
That's ever since the Marwa wish to make her like everything that Nandor likes. That's where I've been seeing this season ending. Yeah. Was them finally hooking up. Yeah. Okay, so without spoiling anything about that, what was your favorite part of this episode? Oh, God. Nadja getting just plastered off of drunk blood. Or was that was this episode, right? Because she was also auditioning other children. Or was that? Yeah, no, that was this one. She was like trashing kids. Okay, yeah, totally. You should be thrown in a locker. Where's your bully? Yeah, that shit was just so goddamn good.
Oh, she was so fucked up, and she always goes back to that song. There's a large bird in my village. They stole my brother. I want to hear that whole song. Maybe not how she sings it, because
No, absolutely. I want an entire album, especially with the next episode.
Yeah.
I want an entire album of her and Matt Berry. Like, I'd say Laszlo, but I'm pretty sure it's the same person.
I think you're right.
So yeah, I want an album of those two doing stuff together.
They do, like, so there's different series that release, like Bob's Burgers is an example that I can think of at the top of my head, where they have tons of songs in their episodes. They put out a CD and, a digital album of all of their show songs. I would love them to do that for What We Do in the Shadows.
Dude, I would too, because it's a motherfucker trying to go through and figure out what the key song in this show was.
Oh yeah.
And then buy that one album that has that one song.
Yep.
I mean, it's building my record collection, but to be honest, most of them have been kind of dud albums with one good song on them. So it'd be nice if they did like a little mixtape.
Yeah, I would love that. Have it be like set up like Colin did a mixtape. You know what I mean? Like,
but it would have to be on actual tape if it was going to be released by Colin, which I still got tape players. So
yeah, it would be awesome. Well, you know how we'll get to it in the next episode, so I don't want to talk about it yet. But yeah, I would love a Colin mixtape of all of the What We Do in the Shadows songs in their entirety. And yeah, like my wife immediately searched down that title track after I think it was the first season or maybe the second season, because it's such a good song.
It really is.
And she made a radio station off of that song on her Apple playlist and stuff. So it's not all of them are as good as that one, but there's some weird tracks pop up every now and again. We're just like, oh, this is great.
I will say the album that the main title track came off of, like the entire thing is pretty fucking good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. It's like right here, but I don't feel like digging through my records to pull it up. But yeah, it's just some really weird, obscure lady from like the '60s, and it's a great album. If you like
the whole album, then I thought that track was great. I was afraid that it would be like just a one hit off. Like all the rest of the songs are just weird, like crappy '60s tunes, because I knew it was that era, and I didn't want to sort of ruin the mystique of the power of that one track. Because it's been from the beginning, it's always been there. And again, I don't want to talk about that till the next. What was my favorite part of this episode? I love Nadja making fun of kids. I think it's great to mock children, not necessarily to their face, because that's tough. But fuck me, I think it had to be the night out on the town, where it was Guillermo and it was Nandor and their Freddies all just having a blast. I loved seeing fucking Guillermo tap dancing like in Times Square.
Yeah, that dance scene was just fantastic.
So ridiculous. I just loved it. Did you have a least favorite part of this episode?
No, I really enjoyed all of it.
Can you guess mine?
I don't know, Adam. What was your least favorite?
My daughter watching a man suck his own dick was my least favorite part of this episode.
That's weird. That says a lot about you, Adam. I don't know.
I know.
I was going to take it somewhere, but I couldn't.
Yeah. I know she went to school the next day, and she had to say something to someone.
Dude, if she didn't, what the fuck is wrong with her?
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is normal. This is fucking Tuesday for me. What?
Yeah, it's
I
like,
watch guys.
Yeah, it's just normal to sit around with my parents and watch some old dude in clown makeup suck his own dick.
Oh gosh, it was horrible. It was a goddamn nightmare. Why? What We Do in the Shadows? The one episode. I was like, they've been so tame and entertaining. Let's get her in here.
God, that was the perfect episode to do it.
Real window into who her parents are. Real window. God damn it. Yeah. All right. Well, we're actually really short on this one for some reason.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Did we lose any notes? Like I'm looking through my notes. I think we hit everything.
We covered.
Right.
Yeah. No, everything's there.
Okay. Well, that's it. Anything else you wanted to cover with this episode?
No, definitely excited for the next episode.
Well, let's talk about ratings because we didn't do that.
Oh yeah, we didn't. So it's 5 for me.
Ah! Hold on, I hit that.
Oh,
button.
I disappeared. Oh god.
Oh, am I alive? What is going on? All right, I'm changing mine to. No, I got to keep it a 4. It traumatized me with my daughter, so I for that alone.
I almost want to give it another
It's 6.
just because how much it fucked you up. Like I wished I could have been there, not to watch the show with you guys, but to watch your face as you're watching that with her.
It was just hold on, I'm gonna see if I can do it. And be like, she's loving this. This is so funny. This is great. Wait, what? Oh shit. Maybe you shouldn't watch this, honey. And then she's straight faced, and my wife is like, yeah. And it was just us like in stark horror, and she's just like watching, like it's anything.
Kids these days, man.
Kids these days.
Nothing fucking phases them with their Teletubbies and Slinkies. Yeah.
Men Slinkies. All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning into this review of What We Do in the Shadows episode. It's almost over, and it makes me want to cry because I love this so much.
The only consolation prize is that they're already greenlit for another 2 seasons.
2? Really?
Yeah, they already got, like, when episode or season 4 started, they got greenlit for 5 and 6.
Oh yes, yes.
Still got a couple more at least.
That's awesome. All right. Well, always remember, everyone, the evil spelled backwards is live. So get out there and be fucking evil, and definitely try to suck your own dick.
I mean, if you have one and you haven't tried, are you really a man?
It's true. It's true. I had a friend who kept bragging that he could.
Did he ever show
in
you?
the army. No, I didn't want to watch. I didn't want to know.